doing today? Are you ready for some reading time? Great! Grab a chair and let's get started. Who can tell me what day today is? Very good. Today is Monday, and Monday is the very first day of the week. But today is not just Monday. Today is also a public holiday called Freedom Day. And this is the day that we all celebrate everybody's freedom and everybody's rights. Today is also the very first day back in 1994. Everybody was allowed to vote on this day. And that is why they made it a public holiday and called it Freedom Day, because it's everybody's right. By looking around me, what do you guys think our theme for this week is going to be? Very good. Our theme for this week is insects and bugs. Creepy crawlies. But first, let's quickly do the days of the week. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 7 days in 1 week. Let me quickly see what I can teach you guys about insects. Where is my book? Let's start with the introduction. What are insects? Insects belong to a group of animals called invertebrates. These creatures that do not have a backbone are as slugs, snails, crabs, also introverts. But unlike insects, they cannot fly. Insects live in all sorts of places and eat almost every type of food, from plants and fish to wood and dung. Silkworms are the caterpillar of the silk moth. Their cocoons are made of 900 meters of very shiny silk. So, a caterpillar is like a little baby moth. Really useful. Scientists study insects to find out more about how these fascinating creatures live and how insects that threaten us can be controlled. Some insects provide us with useful products, such as honeybees. They provide us with beeswax and honey. And then some kind of insects also provide us with silks and dyes. Wow, isn't that interesting? Millions in the world. There are at least 1.5 million different kinds of insects. Isn't that creepy? Scientists think there may be another 30 million insect species waiting to be discovered. Wow! So, today's storybook, I thought we'll do The Ant and the Grasshopper. In the warm sunshine, the grass pushed up through the snow. All around the flowers were starting to bloom, and the little streams flowed down to the river. Spring had come to the woods and the meadows. All the little creatures that had been asleep throughout the winter were waking up and coming out to greet the new day. Amongst these creatures were an ant. It was his first spring, and he was very excited to be out of the nest for the first time. As he scurried about, he bumped into a grasshopper. "I'm sorry," he said. "I didn't see you there." "Where are you going in such a rush?" asked the grasshopper. things to do today, replied the ant. I haven't got time to stop and chat. I must get on with my work. And off he went through the grass. The grasshopper smiled and watched as the busy little ant rushed away. He hopped onto the top of a large stone where he could see all around him and began to sing. Because that's what grasshoppers do best. All around him, everyone except the little ant stopped for a moment to hear his song, which made them very happy. When his song was finished, he hopped down and went to find something to eat. Soon he met the ant again, and this time the ant was carrying a huge load. The little ant stopped when he saw the grasshopper and said, "Will you help me carry this back to my nest?" "I can't," said the grasshopper. "I have to sing." "I'm much too busy to listen to singing," the ant replied. "Is that all you can do?" "I sing for everyone so that they have to be happy," answered the grasshopper. "Well, if you can't help me, I will have to leave you to your singing then." Said the ant, and off he went. After a while they met again. Now it was summer and the days were long and warm. "What are you doing now?" asked the ant to the grasshopper. "What are you doing now?" the ant asked the grasshopper. "I sing every day," the grasshopper replied. "But you should be getting ready for winter. You will need food to last you through the cold, icy months. There is still plenty of time for that." "Winter is such a long time away," laughed the grasshopper. "Now it is time for a new song." He jumped onto the old tree stump and began to sing once more. "Foolish grasshopper," grumbled the ant. "Winter will be here sooner than you think." All through the summer, the ant worked hard. First, he gathered food for that winter. Then he helped to make the nest cozy and warm for the long, cold nights that would be soon there. The grasshopper travelled all over the woods and meadows, singing his songs without a care in the world. Everywhere he went, he sang his song for all to hear. He brought joy to everyone who heard him, and he was very happy. The leaves in the woods soon changed from green to gold and red, and autumn came to the meadow. One day, the ant and the grasshopper met again. Yes, there's the ant building his little nest. "Hello, old friend," the grasshopper said, "and how are you this fine day?" "I'm still working hard to get ready for winter," the ant replied. I suppose you are still singing," he said. "Of course I am," laughed the grasshopper. "There is never enough time for singing." "The winter is almost upon us," said the ant, "and you haven't got much time left to gather food for the winter." Then the ant carried on working as the grasshopper sang. The days got shorter and winter came. Jack Frost covered the land with icy snow. The grasshopper did not sing very much now, and it was hard to find food. One day he went to the ant's nest. He knocked on the door and said, "Please let me in. It's cold out here and I can't find any food." The oldest ant in the nest came to the door and said, "Did you help us gather food for the winter? Did you help us build this nest so that you would be cozy and warm now?" "Certainly I did not," replied the grasshopper. "Then you cannot come in and share these things with us now," said the oldest ant. "Only those who have helpers can come in," and he closed the door. The grasshopper trudged away into the deep white snow. The little ant who had worked all through the year heard what was said. He felt very sorry for the grasshopper because he was only doing what grasshoppers do best. He sang. The ant went out to the nest to find his friend. He soon found him laying in the snow. Quickly he picked up and took him back home. He opened the door and took him inside. Aww. "You can't bring him in here," the oldest ant said. "He did not help us." "I know," said the ant, "but he can sing and make us happy. Surely he can stay if he does that." All of the ants got together to decide what to do. At last they agreed that the grasshopper could stay. As soon as he was warm again and had something to eat, the grasshopper began to sing his song. This time, all the ants stopped and listened to the beautiful music the grasshopper made. Then they all danced to the grasshopper's music. "Thank you for helping me," the grasshopper said, "and thank you for your songs," smiled the ant. Wow, wasn't that a beautiful story? Next, I'm going to show you guys a quick video and song about, and then we'll read our My Big Book of I Wonder Why.
In the summer the ants were a-working, bringing food to their hill every day, while the grasshopper sang in the sunshine. On his fiddle his song he did play. Fi-dee-di-dee-da-doo-da-dee-da-do, Fi-dee-do-dee-da-dee-dee-da-day. I will sing all the while neath the sunshine. Neath the moon I will dance, I will play. In the autumn the ants were still working, but the grasshopper still did not care. The ants asked, "Why don't you store food for winter? When it's cold you'll have no food to spare." Fi-dee-di-dee-da-doo-da-dee-da-do, Fi-dee-do-dee-da-dee-dee-da-day. Above us all there will always be sunshine, and there always will be time to play. Time went by and along came the winter, and the wind gave a cold icy chill. Snow fell down and there was no more sunshine, so the grasshopper went up the hill. Fi-dee-di-dee-da-doo-dee-dee-da-do, Fi-dee-do-dee-da-dee-dee-da-day. I am cold, I am wet, I am hungry, and I'm sorry I played the days away. In the valley he went to the anthill. He was cold and embarrassed and sad, but the ants told him that he was welcome. Then he thanked them and felt really glad. Fi-dee-di-dee-da-doo-da-dee-da-do, Fi-dee-do-dee-da-dee-dee-da-day. And the grasshopper said, "In future seasons, work comes first, then I'll have time to play."
Did you guys enjoy that song? I certainly hope so. Next, My Big I Wonder Why book. Let's see what it has to say about insects. What is an insect? An insect has 3 pairs of legs. That is 6 altogether. And 3 parts to its body. The first part is the head, the second part is the thorax, and the third part is the abdomen. Like all insects, this hoverfly has 3 pairs of legs and 3 parts to its body. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 3 pairs of legs. And it has wings, its mouth, its feelers, its head, its eyes. Then you have the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. Can you see that? When is a fly not a fly? A true fly, such as a housefly, has only 1 pair of wings. Butterflies, dragonflies, and mayflies all have 2 pairs of wings, so they're not really flies at all. What is a bug? Bugs are insects that have needle-like beaks. A bug uses its beak to cut open its food, then suck up the tasty juices inside using its beak like a straw. Bed bugs are like the Dracula of insects' world. At night, they look for sleepy humans, but then they suck up their tasty blood. Oh my goodness! Centipedes have too many legs to be insects. One kind has 176 pairs of legs. Wow! And there you can see, where's that centipede? There's the centipede. Are spiders insects? No. A spider has 8 legs, not 6. What's more, its body has 2 parts instead of 3. This is because its head and its thorax are joined on a spider's body. Can you see a spider there? It has its head and its thorax on one part, and then that is its abdomen, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 legs. It's an arachne, but we'll get to that a bit later on. That is it for today, guys. I hope that you have a great Freedom Day. Speak to you soon. Bye.